What's happening, everybody? This is me back again, making a part two of how to be a man. Except I'm gonna make this video titled how to live in honor as a man, I believe. Now, these videos are not to disrespect women by any means. I'm not saying that a woman cannot live in honor. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just specifically targeting young men and young guys. And I'm trying to teach them a way of life that is no longer taught and no longer seems to exist. Now, me personally, I live my life, or I try to live my life, by the way of the samurai. Okay, I am always a big samurai guy. Always have been. I like Japanese culture. I like samurai culture. I try to live my life by the Bushido Code. Bushido Code is pretty much all the codes from Japan that were placed together to basically try to understand Japanese code, or the Japanese way of life. And the basic synopsis is, I have it pulled up here. The basic definition of the Bushido Code is it's the way of the warrior, the codex of the samurai during feudal Japan, which promoted the importance of loyalty, honor, and martial arts. The Bushido philosophy refers to not fearing death and dying for valor, which to me sounds pretty good. I'm going to shut this down real quick because that's all I needed that for. I would like to talk about, since I made that little introduction and stuff, I would like to talk to you about people I have met, along the way in factories. Like I said, I mentioned in my last video that I have met a lot of factory workers. And a lot of them did something very disgusting. And that is they cheated on their wives or their girlfriends or their lovers. And I saw this every single day. I used to show up to work. I saw this every day. And they would brag about it. This one guy specifically, and I won't mention his name. I'm not going to break up anyone's marriage here. But for you young guys, this is how you do not conduct yourself as a man. This is how you do not live with honor. A lot of guys will make you think it's okay to brag about, like it's manly to brag about the women you've conquered and the women that you've made love to, and it's cool, man, to cheat. None of that's cool. There's no honor in what you're doing. You're not getting by with anything. You're making yourself look disgusting. You're making yourself look sleazy. You're disgracing your family. There's nothing good about what you're doing if you're doing those things and engaging in that type of behavior. There's nothing good about it at all. So, and I've met many men to even really explain to you how many men I've met like this. But at FIT, FIT seems to be where I've met some very horrible people. I've met very good and bad people all throughout my work history, but at FIT, there was a guy, and like I said, I will not mention his name. I'm not here to break up any marriages. He had a wife, and I'm going to try to explain this to you. He had a wife that used to bring him food every day. She would cook for him. This is a young guy. He was probably in his mid-20s. And she would cook for him every single day. And she loved this young guy so much that she would bring food to him. I have never had a woman fall in love with me, much less think enough of me, right, to bring me food every day. Could you imagine having a gift like that in your life? And this guy didn't even care. He did not care that his wife loved him that much. He would go and cheat on her, and he would brag about it. Like he was some kind of a big badass because he was disrespecting his wife all over town. You know, that's really what you're doing when you go and you cheat on your partner. Dude, you're not a big badass. You're not some hard ass. You're not, cool or gangster. You're a pussy, bro. You are a pussy that is too afraid and too much of a little dick to be loyal to your wife. There's nothing honorable about what you're doing. There's no honor in going out here and cheating on a woman that brings you food to work. You are a pussy. You know, I've met a lot of good men in my life that don't ever get lucky enough to have good women. It always seems like that. It's the classic cliche, the good man never gets a woman and the bad guys always get surrounded by women. And unfortunately, that seems to be the case most of the time, more often than not. I'm not saying that's always the case, and I'm not trying to be harsh on women here. These are just things I have personally witnessed. I'm not personally attacking anyone. But, if you have a wife, if you're lucky enough, and I'm talking once again to the young guys here, if you're lucky enough to have a woman that's in love with you, brings you food, brings you your lunch, she must really care about you a great deal. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you that there is no honor in cheating on this woman. The honor comes when you're loyal to your wife, when you're loyal to your family, when you provide for your family, when you're out there working to give money to your wife and your children, or your girlfriend and your children, or you're just your girlfriend, whatever, and you're trying to make them a comfortable life. That's honorable. That's sacrifice. That's integrity. But there's a lot of men out there that will try to convince you that cheating on your spouse is somehow some kind of a good thing to do. And these guys, these are men, if I can put them in perspective for you, the type of men that go out and cheat on their wives are the type of men that never grew up. They have a wife at home that loves them and children that love them in a home where they're welcomed and comfortable there. And they go out and they cheat and they think this is all funny, like it's all some sort of game. Life, young brothers, is not a game. It's not funny to cheat. It's not funny to disrespect your wife or your children, or to hurt them when they find out that you've been cheating. That's not funny. There's nothing cool about that. You're not getting over on anybody. You don't look cool. All you accomplish is you destroy the woman that loves you and loved you enough to give you children. And what do you think that does to your kids? You think they're going to think it's cool that you hurt their mom? That's not cool. There's nothing cool about what you're doing, man. That goes for women too. If you're out there cheating on your man and your man's a good man and he's a hard-working man, you're a piece of shit too. Because good men are hard to come by. Get your shit together and get your head out of your ass. Same thing for young guys. There's nothing cool and fun and funny about cheating on your woman. What the hell is wrong with you people? I hope to God I have convinced somebody in this video not to cheat on their significant other. Be loyal to your partner. Love your partner. Nobody has to love you. Nobody has to be in love with you. Nobody has to have children with you. See, that's the problem with the American psychology today. Everybody thinks, well, I'm owed this and I'm owed that. You're not owed shit. I don't owe you a damn thing. And the only thing life owes you is an ass whooping, because we all get beat by life. All of us, without exception. There's nothing cool about cheating on your lover. You know, be an honorable man. Be loyal to your woman. Be loyal to your children. That's cool. That's honorable. Same with you young girls. Be loyal to your man. That's honorable. You know, like I said, that you're not getting over on anybody. You young guys out here that are bragging, and I've heard it, I've seen it, I've been in factories where it's happened before, and you're bragging, you look like a pussy. In my eyes, you are a pussy. You're weak. You're pathetic. You're not man enough to have the woman you have. Hell, I'm 33 years old. I have never one time in my life had a woman fall in love with me. I've been in love with women, but they were never in love with me, and that's okay. But if I would have been lucky enough to have a woman fall in love with me and want my children, man, I wouldn't even look at another woman. Ever, and for the rest of my life, I wouldn't even look. So there's nothing honorable about that. Be loyal to your partner. Love one another like there is no tomorrow, because there might not be. Hope I've taught somebody a lesson today. Peace, love. I love you all. Have a great day.